Hey guys, this is the Spectre, and this is round 2-ish of Tournament 18 against JackBauer. I said 2-ish just because he's versing each of us one time, whereas the rest of us are fighting each other in a best of 3, so it's good of him to fight with us. It's just he's limited on time, so we thought we'd give him a few matches. It's good that players do that, because it means they get fights, we get fights, and everyone's happy. Jack's a few levels below the rest of us in PvP, but he's learning very quickly, and I'm sure a lot of us have been giving him tips. He's managed to disable my Soul Eater's goblet. I can't remember which unit I have that on, I think it's Wraiths. And I've managed to get Crag and Velu's Romance, Villain's Boots, and Rogue's Boots, so that's a big loss in speed and range damage for him. I'm going to check out if he has any special item abilities like Shrine or Doomhammer or something annoying like that next. And he's disabled Cry of Blood, which I now have on my proselytes for a little damage boost. And he doesn't have any special skills, so I'll just try go for a normal one and kill off Aggravating Lash, but it's failed. So next I'm going to go for sabotaging one of his items, because the rest of my ability killers aren't that great, apart from Mind Blast, but that takes up 850 points, so I wouldn't be able to do anything else afterwards. Of course, for anyone who doesn't PvP normally, precautions are used to really kind of to try and gain an advantage before the match even starts, so you can kill off abilities, items, and units, as you can see from the 3 tabs here. And each skill does something different, of course. I'm going to try Depresses units now, which reduces their morale quite a bit, and it's failed, as it only has a 20% chance on T3 units. It'll be interesting to see what kind of equipment he actually has on his units, because I didn't see anything too dangerous, apart from his sack, which is there, which I may as well try to disable at 7%. Probably won't work, and it hasn't. And this is on Ghunan's army, my most hated of maps. Good luck, have fun from him, and the same from me. It's always good to be polite at the beginning of a match. If you really want to get victory locations on this map, which not a lot of people do, it's really good to distract these armors with a range squad while you send in something else around the side. So, you know, I would put pros there, have them attack, draw them off to this direction, and then send in my Whipping Sorrows the other direction, because that would pull him away and stop my whips being massacred. As you can see, his Whipping Sorrows are quite strong. They have the same flesh sack I have, and some non-charmed equipment, but he has very high speed and quite good damage. But I should be able to take him, so I'm gonna spawn 3 squads of Whipping Sorrows. No, I've done that wrong. I gotta send them up here. I'm gonna spawn 3 squads of Whipping Sorrows and kind of try to interrupt him, I suppose. You can see they each have 337 health, and mine have 398 because of my bandage. And it'll be interesting to see where this goes. And he's managed to capture a tactical location slightly before me. And he also has another squad of Whipping Sorrows going up to reinforce here, where I have mine going. I'm going to upgrade my stronghold for even more economy. And as you can see, he's going for the top location, so I'm going to try and rush him, because as you can see, he's quite low on health. I'm guessing my whips are stronger than his, so I'm going to send them into a battle up top. Well, not up top, off to the left. And hopefully my whips can sneak past here a bit more successfully than his did. And they have managed to. But I've got to wait till that armor stops trying to kill me, because otherwise it's no good. And I should be able to kill off his whips here now. And as you can see over here, my whips are killing off his, or they seem to be at least. And I'm going to send my guys over here. And yep, I have, so I'm going to take over his tactical location, which will give me a big advantage. But I forgot to, oh no, and I haven't looked at what my whips were doing. But luckily it was just because his were running away. But I did forget to capture that top tactical location. So I'm going to spawn my console first, because at the moment I've got a big advantage, so it doesn't really matter if I don't have that tactical location. And then I'll spawn some whipping sorrows from this one and go and take it. As you can see, I've taken that spot, and I'm just going to leave my whipping sorrows back here in case he tries to take it again. And you can see his Dreamlord coming towards me, but because I have my whipping sorrows and Dreamlord, I'm much stronger. But he also has his console coming, which is very bad for me. But I should be able to... I'm actually going to retreat, because he has the unit advantage here. I'm going to go capture this tactical location. And spawn some mops here. And he's going for my location, but if he's too distracted by that, he's not going to be able to kill me off very effectively. So I'm going to see how this goes. I'm going to tie him up in melee combat with the whips, and as you can see, his console's dying very quickly. Ah, but he has an insect sorceress. That's an interesting move, but it's one that'll cost me some time. But not too not too much of a problem. As you can see, I've used grip there, and I'll be able to kill off his units quite easily. I'll just wait. I'm not going to do anything against the insect sorceress, because it, as you can see right there, it just dies. What I am going to do is attack his units though, and these guys have captured this point. And I will be spawning some units up here. I'm going to go attack his stronghold, because with the units I have, I should be able to take it down before too long. And we'll upgrade this point now. And as you can see, his units have tried to come up here, but it's not going to work for him too well, because I've tied him up, and my whips are very strong. As you can see, I went for his units that weren't morale broken to try and kill him off, and now I've managed to morale break both of his units, so I should be able to win at the top, even though I have less units. Now mine are morale broken as well, so I have to rely on my equipment, but not to worry. I've managed to destroy his stronghold as well and kill off his units, so now I just have to go up here. And I've also managed to kill his units up the top, so this is going very well for me, if I may say so myself. So now all I have to do is go in and destroy his units here, which will be very easy with consoles mass stun with a unit of... with a squad of mops, because of their high damage. And as you can see, I'm taking them down with no problems. Now to destroy his tactical location, and then I should win. As you can see, and he's saying his whips have better equipment than mine, which I scoff at, haha. And I'll give him some tips after this match to tell him how to beat me, I suppose. And victory.